hotbed of strife.
Trying to get my tablet on so I can see chat. Okay, is this going to load or not? Sorry, I'm kind of experiencing some difficulties here. My tablet's deciding it wants to be a pain in the butt. Is everyone else able to see the stream? I'm tempted to open up on my laptop, but you know, if I do that, it's probably going to end up causing the audio to freak out. So it might just be my tablet that's the problem. Start up somebody else's stream, figure out what's going on. Okay, so there's just fine.
Security teams, report to Total Base 6.
Hopefully it's going alright. It looks like it's doing something now. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to me playing Star Trek Online. Now that I've finally gotten to it, I'm going to be playing the Romulan Republic storyline quests for as long as possible. Now, I would have started streaming earlier, but I was watching somebody else's live stream, and also there was a whole bunch of road work going on outside, and I didn't want that all to bleed into the video. So that's all done. Oh yeah, I also got, while I was away, I got a new ship. So I decided to get the Kelvin Timeline stuff. The Kelvin Timeline ship, I mean. And I decided to unlock some of the Zotbosh weaponry. So that's what I equipped this Warbird with. And when I was doing that, I ended up getting the shield variant for the Zotbosh. Vanity shield, I mean. I don't know why I keep calling it a variant. Yeah, everything looks good. So let's start this new mission. And I think, yep, that's allies. Hailing frequency.
Greetings. I have a new mission for you on behalf of the Republic. We have traced the Uridian freighter you rescued back to the Chaltok system. Years ago, the Chaltok system held a Romulan research facility studying polaric energy. It was nearly destroyed in a polaric energy explosion. Since then, a colony of Uridians has settled on the planet. Recently, it has become a hotbed of strife. This isn't the first incident we've had with the colony, and we suspect weapons smuggling is occurring. We have heard rumors of one weapons dealer in particular on Chaltok, a Riemann. We'd like to make sure that none of the weapons there are going to be turned against New Romulus. We need you to travel to the Chaltok system and investigate these allegations.
The RRW Aladar is at your service.
Time is short. What do you...
Oh, that was a different voice, I think. So. I almost ended up not wanting to stream because I pretty much just noticed that somebody I'm a fan of is also streaming as well, and they're streaming the first God of War game. So I kind of wish I could watch that, but I want to do this too. So, oh God, this. Oh dear. This feels very sluggish. Well, this is going to be interesting to use. Do I have something that can help with the flight turn? No thanks, I'm good. Let's see. Looks like I don't have anything that could work. Well, this is gonna be a really slow. This is gonna be a really slow ship to be using. Oh, that was weird. That was a square that. Okay. It was weird. But oh well. Oh God, and I'm going at warp 5. I mainly just wanted to try this thing out. If it's not like great or anything, then I'll switch to something else. But yeah, I really wanted to give this thing a try. Oh, and I should probably fix my hotbar here. So those are just special stuff. Get rid of those. Bing, bing, bing. Bang, bang, bang. Is that the user? Yep. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. That's right over there. Okay. I think that's all I got, so. I didn't respond, so they sent me an invite anyways. Nope. This is actually a really nice looking starship, at least. Oh god, this is far away. Okay, just transwarp. Alright, the price of neutrality. Centurion, we have a visual on the enemy ships, but they do not see us. We can try to open a hailing frequency with them, or we can launch a preemptive strike. You should know, however, that any attempt at diplomacy will give them time to alert any other patrols in the area to our presence. Your orders? Well, first, launch some fighters. We're going to be expecting some trouble. I could have some ships ready. Now, open hailing frequencies. Hailing frequencies open, sir. No response yet. They might be waiting to strike, or they may respond when we get closer. Well, then let's launch some more fighters. Seeker frigates. Oh, it's the Herosian. Go say hi.
Finally, some proper sport. These scavengers have hardly been worth our time. But a ship like yours, that is a fine prize. Power up your weapons and engines. Make this a proper hunt. I'd rather not have to tolerate the endless yammering of your Federation allies.
I'm here about the colony. We know you're getting weapons from them.
Why would we need the worthless weapons of our cowardly prey? Your Federation masters have sent you on a fool's errand.
You can still end this peacefully. Oh, we can still end this peacefully.
Listen to the prey prattle on about peace. How like your Federation masters you have become. You will find the peace you seek in death. Let the hunt begin!
Red alert! Oh, behind us. Oh god, this thing is so slow. There's more ships nearby. We need to deal with them before beaming down. Alright, well, engage cloak. Well, it's a cool ship, but I think I want something more with better turn rates. So if anything, I'll probably... That was loud. So if anything, I think I'll just end up switching to, let's see here. Maybe this thing? Do I have any other Romulan warbirds I have unlocked? No, just the two. That sucks. We need to unlock some more Romulan warbirds, I think. This one looks pretty cool, actually. This I already have in the form of the legendary ship. This looks kind of cool. I do kind of want a scimitar. Even though the turn weight for it is probably as bad. Oh, so it's like a battleship. Okay. Or a destroyer, I mean. Some Day One ships. seeing something. Before, I'm guessing it's not in here anymore. Oh, it's right here. Eesh, $70 at the moment. And it would be, let's see, $120 after the 3 days is up. That sucks. These are pretty cool though. And I am completely distracted right now. Perfect. Okay, let's get back to it. The area around the planet is secure, sir. Dropping into a standard orbit. Sensors have picked up an area near a colony site on the surface that is being blocked from our scans. They're definitely hiding something. We'll beam you down close to the area, but if I were you, I'd expect some sort of trap. Don't worry, you'll be coming with me. I wonder if I can make a console that will give me better flight turn rates. Or I could just go back to the old warbird I had. That's another option. Centurion, we're able to get a better read on the colony now that you're on the ground. The colony seems to be primarily made up of Iridians. We're still not detecting any weapons, but our sensors are still being jammed by something on the ground. Our best option will be to ask the colonists for information. Understood. I don't think I can craft anything, can I? Yeah, no, I can't. Oh! I can unlock it at level 15, though. I don't really have anything to craft with, do I? Oh dear. No, I do not. I have absolutely nothing. Well, I guess I could probably end up spending money to... I'm literally just getting myself distracted over and over again. You can only get 4? Ew, that sucks. Who do I talk to? Hello there. You have some really freaky hair. Go ask someone else! Alright. Colony? Yeah, it's nice. Nothing unusual going on here. Leave us alone, alright? You're in charge? It's past the gate. Now, Raymond, go talk to him. Alright, fine. What do you want? Welcome to my colony, Centurion. Alright. Hello, Lotrix.
Ah, another refugee of Romulus. Welcome. I am the leader of this small band. You may call me Lortrix. I assume you were behind destroying those Erogen ships around the planet. We're all very thankful for that. The Erogen have been bothering us for quite some time. I would hate to think what would have happened if you didn't arrive when you did.
What do you do here on this colony?
We mainly supply merchant ships with various minerals, and we have a small ore refining operation. It's not much, but it keeps us alive. The Hirogen have been harassing us for quite some time, unfortunately. They want to use our facility to manufacture weapons. You and I both know what will come of that. And no one here wants to get involved in someone else's war. You understand, don't you?
Well, for now, I believe you, Lortrix. Colony does seem safe.
That is a relief. Look, why don't I show you around our colony, just to relieve any lingering doubts? I would love to establish a better relationship with you and the Romulan Republic. I hoped our location would allow us to remain neutral, but it doesn't seem like that is possible anymore, does it? Talking to my chief engineer would be a good place for you to start.
Very well. Oh, he repeated himself. Oh, I love the sound of the snow when you're walking on it. Hello there, Chief Engineer.
Hello. I'm the chief engineer around here. This colony is barely holding together. At night I can hear the creaks and sparks of instruments as they crack in the cold. We need supplies. Good quality Federation supplies. Our replicator is barely working, and the heat systems are spotty at best. All of our energy goes toward keeping our mining equipment up to date. Still, I'd much rather be here than out there in the war, and I do hope you're here to ensure it stays that way.
I am, don't worry. You wouldn't happened to have met a woman named Rena Kev, would you?
It's okay. You don't have to keep asking. I appreciate your help on Gasco and the Suliban Helix, but Rena is gone. I need to accept that and move on. How far have we gone only to find no sign of her? It'd be better if I just learned to live with the loss, instead of chasing a foolish dream. Let's keep moving.
I won't stop searching, Tobin. I promise. What do we have over here? There's a lot of food here. Ooh, some more. What's this? Now, who might you be calling? I'm surprised I noticed you all the way from over here. By snow pile. The tricorder scan shows that the snow pile is not firmly packed. A tactical officer would be able to figure out a way to use this to their advantage. Well, I'm an engineer, not a tactical officer. Ah, but there's something over here I would like to have a look at. Ah, this turret looks like it was overloaded recently. It looks like several wires and major systems were fried due to the cold. Yeah, your engineering training will allow you to easily repair it and set up the turret so that it will attack anyone hostile to you or your away team. There we go. Greetings.
What do you want? I'm not bothering anyone, I swear.
You are acting awfully suspicious for someone not bothering anyone.
I'm sorry. Look, they told me to send a message when you were done scanning the cargo. I don't know anything. I don't know why they told me that. All I know is that I see people using the consoles nearby. That's it.
Don't cause any more trouble, okay? There's something over here. Ah, uranium. I can use that. Not the best quality, but it'll get the job done. Now, let us see.
Unlock failed.
Need to do something about that camera. Hi, Sky. Centurion, that camera looks rickety. You can disrupt its circuitry with your tricorder. Alright. Woo! Vandalism! Let's loot the place. Alright. Centurion, tricorder scans are picking up a heavy concentration of electromagnetic and gamma radiation to the southeast of our location. According to this computer, the colony buildings in the area are residential dwellings. I find that unlikely. The amount of radiation I'm detecting would be unhealthy for most species. They're hiding something. We'll check it out. Prepare yourselves. Better back up. I'll be crushed by the door. Well, what do we have here? Torpedoes. These kind of look like the torpedoes you see in Star Trek Enterprise. The nuclear warheads that they use. Or were the torpedoes nuclear warheads? I know they weren't photon torpedoes. Oh well. Let's have a look at the computer logs, shall we? Shipping manifests. This colony is supplying weapons to the Herosian. They're receiving weapons from other colonies scattered about the neutral zone and across this entire sector. And these preset targeting information. Some of these weapons could be used against Republic-friendly targets. Centurion, my tricorder just registered an odd low-band subspace signal. I think accessing this computer may have triggered something. He lied to us!
We have them trapped in the warehouse.
Excellent. Activate the transport inhibitors to stop them from beaming out.
Very well. Do you have any further orders?
Just stay out of our way while we subdue the prey.
What do you mean we're trapped in a warehouse? We can just go out the door right here. Oh god! Oh yeah, I got the Zodposh Chopper pistol as well. I got an itch. Oh, that was explosive. Oh, that's an ally. I thought that was Erosion just circling me. What's this? Ah! Consoles are locked. Destroy it! Ow. A knock to my ass. Alright. I like the sound of this gun. Ah! You did nothing to it. Oh. Wait, it did do something. Look at that. It had a little baby. Aww. Some ore over here. Wait, that's not ore. It's gas. Someone had some really bad farts if it was able to fill 5 canisters. Where am I going? I missed a console. What? Alright, where is it? Oh, it's just right there. He's never will be beamed out, oh no. We have to stop him. You wish there were some other way. But only one of us can walk out of here alive. Prepare yourself! Did he just walk over and just punch the air?
You're good. Very good. But do you think this will change anything? I spit on you and the Republic. Traitors to your own people. To die like this.
Why are you doing this?
You terrorists. You care nothing for the common people. The Talshar, they protect us, make us stronger. You either choose a side or you die. Surrounded by the dogs of war, supported by no one. Even in death, I stand by my choice. Leave me to die.
No. You will live. Transporter room. Beam Lotrix to sickbay. Centurion. The situation is developing. We are tracking multiple enemy ships on approach at high warp. Estimate they will be in the system within a few minutes. For your safety, we would like to request that you return to the bridge immediately. Beam me up. Centurion, the incoming fleet will be on us at any moment. Reinforcements will be here shortly, but not before we're under attack. There is a deactivated turret nearby. We could load it and use it to help us hold out until reinforcements arrive. Understood. First, let's scan this. Some more of that nice gas. And look at it. Here they come. There he is. Oh, he has an Excalibur lab. Apex Battleship.
I've got to say, you Romulans sure know how to throw a party. I haven't felt a rush like that in quite some time. Finish up anything here and warp out. I'll check back with command. And don't take too long, or I might take some of the credit for myself.
Understood. So those fighters are really loud.
When you tripped our monitoring program, the Star Empire sent me to investigate. Our intel said you were part of the terrorist cell on Byrnjolf, but your actions here suggest otherwise. I'm here to make you an offer. Renounce your terrorist allies and come with me and fight for the glory of the Romulan Star Empire. I am authorized to grant you amnesty for your past crimes if you agree to serve the Empire again. If you agree, we would like you to remain within Datan's terrorist cell for the time being. He trusts you. The intel you could gather would be very valuable. The Empire rewards its loyal children well, but it also punishes its enemies. Consider your decision carefully.
Join you? I don't even know you.
Charva. You can't trust her. I know her too well for that. We grew up together. I was her friend. But that's all over. It ended the day she joined the Tal Shiar.
Tal Shiar. That explains a lot.
Hello again, Tovan. It's been too long since we were
different
together.
voice.
Yes, it is true that I am a member of the Tal Shiar. We are the last real protectors of the Romulan people. I have been monitoring this colony since before you arrived. Lortrix was a fool. This is what happens when you're not true to your allegiance. He was selling weapons to anyone who wanted to buy, with no thought to their allegiances. Just like Byrnjolf. In the end, it cost him everything. Your blood, your heritage, that's who you are, where you belong. Anything else is only temporary. I'm here to remind you and your captain of this truth. Now join us before it's too late.
I am not like Lortrix, but I will not side with the Tal Shiar.
You don't understand yet, but you will. The Romulan Republic is a terrorist organization. Datan and his followers are inciting Romulans and Remans to take up arms against the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire. Think about it. The military and the Tal Shiar are the only means of guaranteeing security for those of us who survived the destruction. The military has the ships and the manpower. The Tal Shiar has the information and the intelligence network. This new homeworld Datan wants is an illusion. Why start over in contested space near the Federation and the Klingon Empire? Why would Datan choose a system in such a turbulent and dangerous area, unless he knew he could guarantee they wouldn't risk attacking him? He certainly isn't going to do that with pretty words.
Datan is a peaceful man. The Republic has diplomatic ties with the Federation and the Klingon Empire.
Datan may have you fooled, but don't just take my word for it. See for yourself. Why do you think that Chaltok is shipping weapons? And they're not the only colony world involved in those kinds of operations. You think that this sort of business wasn't going on elsewhere? Perhaps even on Veranot, right under your nose. Datan's only showing you what he wants you to see. I can show you the things that the Republic is trying to hide. Believe me, or don't. You don't have to trust me. Just trust the evidence. When you are ready to learn more, I'll be ready to show you.
We encountered Herosian. I thought they worked for the Tal Shiar.
It's true. The Tal Shiar has employed Herosian contractors from time to time for certain tasks. But the Herosian are the Empress's allies, not her slaves. They are free to do what they wish.
I don't trust you, and this conversation is over. Centurion, the ship has gone to warp. The chief medical officer reports that Lotrix didn't make it. He attacked the medical team because they were the enemy. He was sedated for treatment, but he was too far gone. Do you want to talk to Kev now about the Tal Shiar? Aren't I talking to you right now? Alright, well, I do.
There's a lot I have to say about Charva. As you may have guessed, we used to be quite close. There's a lot of history between us, but all that's really important is that we went separate ways. She thought that the Tal Shiar could ensure security for our people, and I didn't. It's just bringing up a lot of old feelings.
What do you know about Charva?
As I mentioned, we have a turbulent past. We grew up together. Once, I thought we might have a future together. Those were in the dark years after the destruction of the homeworld. We survived, but it tore us apart. I just wanted to make a new start. She was convinced that nowhere was safe. She kept talking about working with the military or the Tal Shiar. I argued that the only way we'd be safe was to be able to stand up for ourselves. There's a lot I have to say about Charva. As you may have guessed, we used to be...
What do you think
quite
of her
close.
claims?
I don't believe Datan is a terrorist. I think he's an idealist who's trying to come to terms with the chaos. Datan would never knowingly sanction violence, especially against innocents. He doesn't even like us fighting the Tal Shiar, although he sees the need. But Datan isn't the only person making decisions in the Republic. Maybe there are some people who see the Republic as their chance to have a little revenge. I don't know. I think Charva is wrong about Datan and the Republic, but that doesn't mean it's outside the bounds of possibility that someone has taken things too far, or has a secret program that Datan doesn't know about. If she knows something that we don't, we should try to find out what it is. There's a lot I have to say
Can we
about
trust
Charva.
her?
Well, Charva's not a bad person. At least she wasn't. But she is misguided. She's turned a blind eye to the excesses of the Tal Shiar, and she probably doesn't even know about most of them. The Tal Shiar are masters of propaganda, after all. I think that anything she tells us is going to be something that the Tal Shiar wants us to hear. We should gather our own evidence and draw our own conclusions. There's a lot I have to say about Charva.
That's all I needed
As you
to
may
know.
have guessed.
Yeah, so I am thinking about changing the ship I'm using.
Your findings are distressing. I'll pass this along to Republic Command. As for Charva, I think the best course of action right now is to wait for her next move. If she's really desperate to make her case, she'll contact you again. If she does, keep me informed. Nadell out.
Oh, this does give me better turn rate, though.
Time is short. Congratulations, Centurion.
Oi! Not now. Go away. So... That doesn't help me. replace that with this. Oh, looks like I'm gonna replace these. What does that do for my turn rate? Well, I'm going at warp right now, so I need to see what it does at sector space. Let's just warp to New Romulus real quick. Slow. Alright, let's beam down to command. Grab this. So, oh, I actually have more slots open for this thing. Oh, wait, it's in my inventory. Couldn't do anything with that. He-Rax. Actually has more rear slots than the current ship I'm using. This one has more forward weapons. Yeah, let's use the Horax. Is it the Hor? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. The Horax. All right. Let's take these off. Whoop. Whoop. I'll put that there, and I'll put that there. These heavy. They're just regular. That there. These off unless I got something better. Nope. Oh yeah, before I do anything, I do want to look at the bridge. Because I don't think I've ever seen the bridge for this starship. There. Let's grab this photon torpedo and put it there. This right here. This here. Oops. That there. And I have a whole bunch of slots open. Take everything off. And put them on you. I don't have any other technical slots, do I? Oh, let's do that. These can go right here. I can ready this up. No, wait, no, don't do that. Save the loadout is what I meant to do. Loadout saved. So before you do anything, let's look at the bridge. I'm really curious to know what it looks like. I think I remember seeing the KDF bridge before. Don't really remember. I've definitely seen the Kelvin timeline bridges for the Constitution class and the Vengeance. Drinking some blood orange soda. It's kind of good. I think I would prefer regular orange soda. Oh wow, it is dark on this bridge. Oh wow! This looks so cool. That's a regular Armin Warbird right there. Oh, why can't I have this bridge just for any other ship? This thing looks so cool. It's kind of dark though. Wow, look at this window. Okay, figured I'd give it a try to see if I could just walk right out. But nope, it's a solid window, so that's good. I don't know what this is all about. This is a pretty cool bridge, and I like this chair. Look at this. That is some horrible resolution right there. Well, I got to have a look at it. And it's way cooler than any other bridges I've seen. Oh, which is sad, but oh well. Let's equip that. Oh, whoops, I forgot to equip that. So I can put it onto here. I kind of like this thing. Is there anything you can do when it comes to customization for it? So I'm guessing this is the shield I put on it. Looking pretty good. Singularity exhaust A. Is that what that is? Huh. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I need to check out the stations though. Yeah, the stations look fine. Use another engineer though. Excuse me. I don't have anything Mega Type X, so. Well, I do, but it's on the wrong character. But that's fine. Let's go to space and have a look at it. ships here. Yeah, this is better. Oh, is that the Kirk? Oh, man, I really want that. That and the D7, the flight deck battle cruiser. For, I'm getting tongue-tied. Dang, look at that thing. That's huge. Bigger than the Scimitar. Look at that. Oh, another thing I could have done was I could have gotten the legendary D7 class and made it into a Romulan Warbird. Because you can give it the decals for one. Nice. What did you want? My supposed ally. I know you weren't involved personally, but Datan was using your colony, among others, as part of his terrorist network. I have seen Halshiar documents saying that Vyrnet was a prime site for weapons development. If so, that is probably why it was attacked. You're still grieving over the loss of your home, the deaths of your friends. I know what that's like. Now you need to go there. Now you need to go back there and find the proof, so you'll know the true nature of the man you're working for. Yep, and there's some stuff I can collect. Well, let us go. Back to Byrnjolf. And remember to fix my hotbar. I need to remember to do this before I decide to go running off on a mission. I guess I don't need to worry too much about that. Let's do that. Put that on. And then there's this. Oh, there's a thing right here I can use. Whoa. And oh, another thing. Let's do this. I completely forgot to do this. It'll just help my inventory out if I just have something that'll level up with me as I go. Have some Klingon gear. Ah, and you, my friend. You deserve some pretty good stuff as well. I guess I could have. Well, no, I guess not. I don't have that. I don't have that much lobby crystals. If I did, I could have gotten the Zodvosh armor. Ah, hello. Yes, I am a lifetimer. I don't remember when I got it though. It was like several years ago. Times and get back to the mission. There we go. And I'll clean out the inventory later. Where's Byrnjolf? Oh, it's right over there. It's actually really close to Federation space. Huh. No, I didn't really fully look at the rewards here. What all does it give me? It doesn't really give me much. What I need is some space gear.
It looks like we're not the only ones visiting. All this debris has attracted Nausicaan scavengers. Recommend that we clear the area of these pirates while searching for any traces of weapon signatures in the wreckage. I don't want any pirates disturbing the remains of the ships where our friends died.
I've marked the most complete wrecks with nav beacons. They're mostly transporting. Hey!
It looks like we're not the only...
I've marked the most complete wrecks with nav beacons. They're mostly transports and freighters, which will be our best bet to find any weapon caches being stored or moved in the system. If the story Sharva's telling isn't a complete Toshiar fabrication, that is. Let's prove her wrong. Hopefully there are no ghosts around. Let's take care of these guys right here. the wreck? Is that it right there? No, where's the wreck? This is SS Donar. I knew this ship. The captain traded with most of the colonies in this sector. The captain was a good man. He'd never used that ship for smuggling. Too many good people have died. What's that about the high-yield torpedoes? I know I have it, I just wasn't using it. The SS Cree. Not sure how I'd pronounce that. It was carrying refugees away from this planet, but was destroyed trying to make its escape during the attack. There are no signs of weapons. Okay, let's move on. I'll go ahead and scan this thing over here. You have a good day. Ah! Yeah, the turn rate for this thing isn't really that great either, but it's better than the other ship. The SS Voros, it was a good ship, and those Nausicaan scum have picked it clean. Can't tell much about what was in the cargo holds, but I'm not detecting any residual signatures of weapon payloads. Keep looking. Hello, Chaotic Wolf. It's been going alright. I've been playing on the KDF side as well as the Discovery Starfleet. They're pretty fun. This is the SS Eos. It was decommissioned. Even so, there are no traces of the weapons we are looking for in its cargo holds. There must be weapons somewhere. I'll come for you in just a moment. I'm going to get this gas. Oh yeah, that's a pretty cool starship. I've been using it on my main. the SS Byrnjolf. It was carrying supplies, none of which were weapons. Acknowledged. Keep looking.
We didn't find anything unusual on these ships, and I knew we wouldn't. I want to believe her, but she's not the person I know. She's Tal Shiar. Still, I am picking up some strange energy readings from the surface of the planet. Perhaps we should continue our search there.
Alright. Beam down. Travis says that the Tal Shiar has documents implicating your colony in several terrorist plots throughout this sector. We need to search this site for any and all evidence that might support her claim. Well, I don't like the idea that people on Byrnjolf were helping terrorists, and I don't even know if we should believe her. We need to get to the bottom of this. For some reason I feel this place is a little bit different than well, I'm not really sure what kind of build I'm trying to go for. Basically, I'm just gonna put everything into just tactical and weapon proficiency and just go from there. Anything that just sounds good for this, I'll just use. But other than that, I don't really know what kind of build I'm going to be using.
You're one of them, aren't you? We've been looking all over this place for evidence of your terrorist plots, and here you are, showing up to dispose of the evidence we're here to find. I'm placing you under arrest. Resist, and I'll have to use force. I hope you resist.
I will not be taken into custody. We're not going to end up talking about the Klingons being here? No? Alright. This laser spectrometer was being used by the Vex to check the compositions of the aquifers in the area. This area was great for growing crops, but its water table had been depleted over time, and there had been several dry seasons over the past decade. With the amount of water being used in the city, it looks like he wanted to make sure the colony wasn't depleting the supply faster than it could be replenished from local sources. Looks like we were well equipped to survive for the long haul, with the exception of an attack from our own people. Bioscanner was being used by the Vex to scan for impurities and biological contaminants in the water supply. According to the records he left behind, he was close to filtering out 98.997% of the contaminants in the colony's water supply. If the Tal Shiar had attacked us through our water supply, this would have come in handy. Too bad they're not microbes. Go away. Killing these Klingons don't mess up my relationship with the Klingon Empire for the Romulan Republic. This metallurgical analyzer was being used by the Vex to create alloys used in the construction of large water storage tanks. Byrnjolf needed the water storage because the colony's leaders were worried about a drought crippling the crops, crippling the farms, and causing a food shortage. Did I say storage? That was a smart idea. Too bad they didn't take any precautions against a Tal Shiar attack. I see bugs. If there's anything up here I can look at. No. Hello, friends. The water wheel was used to pump water to the colony for drinking water and to the farm for irrigation. This one was heavily modified to exceed its default output capacity in order to keep up with Byrnjolf's heavy demands for clean water. An over-engineered water pump doesn't pose any threat. Let's keep looking. What? The bugs came back? Okay. That's interesting. Oh, that's why. I didn't know I could shoot that. Oh, now I know. Yeah, and they're back too, and looks like the hive is behind that wall. Examine painting. Nothing happened. hive just moved on me. That was weird. Oh, Klingons! Vex's helmet. These are a collection of the Maori's documents from his home. Flipping through these, you can see that he was collecting information about the defenses of other Romulan colonies. And he was in contact with Titan. There are several messages here from him. The Maori knew Titan, and he was gathering information on other colonies? The fountain is still standing. Mess with that console. I'm not gonna mess with that one either. Some gas over here. Is there a flower I can look at or something? Or is that just for the Federation? Wait, there's the shooting range as well, and... I'm also missing a search party. This is the only remaining intact windmill in the colony. It looks like most of the power output from the entire windmill network was being routed to the spacecraft landing area. There's an extensive ship repair facility. Your Maori may have been encouraging trade and developing relationships with neighboring systems by offering them a place to repair their ships. That probably made us a bigger target for the Tal Shiar. These are the assignment logs. You're tracking the work schedule of every adult in the colony. Nothing looks too out of the ordinary. The biggest manpower allocation aside from agriculture was for ship repairs. Most people with some engineering expertise were spending a decent portion of their time fixing vessels that came here for that reason. I wonder what would have happened if more of those ships had been here to help during the attack. There are people beaming in. Oh, Klingon! gonna talk about the Klingons now? Something strange is going on here. You mean like all the Klingons walking about? All these search teams were looking for the same things we were. I can tell from the reports we collected that they were going to rendezvous at a location up ahead. If we go there, maybe we can find other search teams and see if they found any evidence of terrorist actions here. Let's go check it out. At least they're not attacking us this time.
So, you're the terrorist. I allied with the Klingon Empire because they promised me the opportunity to find people like you. People willing to hurt innocent civilians and remove you from the Romulan race. You're no better than the Tal Shiar. It's people like me who will restore honor to our people.
I am not a terrorist. Someone is feeding you false information.
Of course you are. My teams didn't find the weapons that were here, but this colony has been empty for weeks. You had ample time to hide them, or move them to another location off-world. But there's no evidence that they weren't here. And in the absence of evidence, I go with my instincts. They tell me that people like you hid weapons here, and those weapons got people killed. Innocents, civilians, people who should have been living in peace. This ends now. You won't get a chance to hurt anyone else.
The only person who will be hurt here is you. Talk to you in a moment. Let me grab this.
Enough! Enough! I yield! Do with me what you will.
Good, I would prefer not to kill an ally.
What? Surprising words coming from a terrorist.
I'm no more a terrorist than you are. I think we are both being manipulated.
That makes a surprising amount of sense. A contact that I thought I could trust told me there was evidence of terrorism and weapons manufacturing here. I'm guessing you were told the same thing. Neither of us found anything, except one another. We were sent here to die.
That was my conclusion as well. We should be allies, not enemies.
I agree. Whoever set up this little charade is probably lying in wait to eliminate the survivor of our battle. Won't they be surprised when we join forces? I'll return to my ship immediately. Join me in orbit, and we can finish this.
Right behind you. We need to report our findings, sir. I'm sure Sharva will have something to say about them. You can transport back to the RW Harax whenever you are ready. Captain, I've contacted Sharva, and she says she is en route to our coordinates. Maybe she'll have an explanation for why we didn't find anything on Virenat to support the Tal Shiar's claims. Thank you.
Enemy ship on sensors.
Continue.
How disappointing to see you alive. I am Commander Talum of the IRW Ishe, and you seem to have a talent for sniffing out Tal Shiar. I thought sending another Romulan Republic terrorist to take you out would take care of two problems at once. I was mistaken. Perhaps this is for the best. Now I can take both your bodies back to Colonel Hakiv. I'm sure he will reward me for finally eliminating you.
And communication.
I don't enjoy being played for a fool. I'm here to back you up. Let's show this Tal Shah scum what real Romulans are made of.
We appreciate the assistance. I didn't want to pass. Where did other Republic warbird come from? So I thought it would just be you.
I am impressed by your martial prowess. You would have made an excellent warrior. I wish you had chosen to work with the Klingon Defense Force instead of Starfleet. Regardless, I am glad we can both serve the greater good of the Romulan Republic.
Thank you. Ah, hello, Shrava.
I picked up a transmission from an attack group in this direction. It sounded like you must have uncovered something significant enough to warrant an armed response. What did you find?
No weapons, no proof, nothing but old memories and lies.
That can't be!
I assure you that it is. In fact, we were ambushed.
Are you suggesting I had something to do with it? Why would I? I have nothing to gain. I want you to join us. All of our intelligence reports said there would be weapons, or at least residual traces of weapon stores here. I swear it. Someone must have gotten to it before you and moved it. Covered it up somehow. Did you tell anyone you were coming here?
No, nobody.
I know my information didn't turn out like we expected this time, but is Tovan still looking for his sister? I might be able to locate Rinna. If the Tal Shiar has any information on her whereabouts, I'll pass it on to you. That should show you I can be trusted. I just need to make my report before anyone gets suspicious. After that, I'll be in touch.
Very well. Let's get out of here.
Excellent work. I'm not surprised that you did not find any weapons on Byrnjolf. While the Romulan Republic has contacts with most of the colony worlds, we're not using them to fight a war. We're encouraging them to see the truth and join our cause. Nonetheless, you must continue to humor Charva to have any chance of winning her to our side. I doubt this will be the last you hear from her. Keep me apprised of developments.
Time is short. Congratulations, Centurion.
A new officer. remember what it was. Oh, right. It was an engineer I was wanting. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now.
Greetings. Given what you've discovered at Chaltok and Byrnjolf, we need to widen our investigation. Republic ships have gone missing, and we can't afford these sort of losses. We need you to look into this problem. Head to the Beta Quadrant. One of our ships went missing near the MEMPA system, and we want you to find out what happened.
Strava gave us some new leads regarding Tovan's sister, Rena.
While I appreciate the personal nature of your attempt to find Rena Kev, you need to focus on the big picture. Our fledgling republic needs to establish its legitimacy as a political body, fend off attacks and intrigue by the Tal Shar and other external threats, and stabilize its claims on New Romulus. Right now, we need you to pursue this investigation. Our fleet is not particularly large, and we cannot afford to have any ships go missing. We need you to find out what's happening to them. Don't worry, this isn't the old empire where one person's welfare is put by the wayside for the good of the state. We'll keep looking for information about Rena. The best thing you can do is help the Republic to survive, so we can devote more resources to missions of a more personal nature.
Time is short. What do you need of me?
All right. Now, I am a bit of an idiot. Someone was asking me earlier what my build was, and I think they might have been talking about like gear I was using. So what I'm gonna be doing for this character is I'm gonna be equipping my ship with the Zatvash disruptor weaponry, and later I'll start using the what's it called? The revolutionary gear. But that's gonna be until I get higher up in level. And for my character, I have the Imperial Assault gear for shields and armor, and I have the Zeltvos disruptor pistol, and I'm not really sure what I want to do for a rifle. I'll probably just keep the Starfleet one. That's basically it. So what all do we have here? Smash and grab, tradecraft. We've been tricked for the last time. In the shadows. Wasteland. Engines. starting to get a little bit hungry, so I think after this story arc, since it only has this one and 2 other missions left, I'm going to take a break and eat.
We've arrived at the source of the distress signal. Scanning the area now.
Any ships in the area? A Cardassian vessel is dead ahead, sir. It is surrounded by a field of subspace distortion, and I'm reading a spike in the ship's Tetrion emissions. Any life signs? Scans at this range are inconclusive. The radiation is interfering with our sensors. Hypothesis on the cause of the distortion.
The ship is badly damaged, but there's no clear relationship between the distortion and the ship. I ran a comparison to the anomalies we scanned previously in the Kittimer system. While they appear similar at first look, the spike in Tetrions is different from what we've seen before.
We need a closer scan.
Sir, there's no sign of a Republic vessel in the area. Whatever happened here is unfortunate, but I recommend we continue our search elsewhere. It may look suspicious if we linger.
We'll be cautious. Approach the ship. Do I want to be worried about getting really close to this? I guess not. I'm getting all unsighted. Really? I'm not close enough? There we go. The ship appears to have sustained damage, but not enough to disable primary functions or life support. There is one hull breach, but an emergency force field is in place. The ship appears to be deserted, but even at this range, I can't be certain. There is significant interference from the localized radiation. Can we access their computer remotely?
Cardassians use a recursive encryption algorithm to protect their data from unauthorized access. We'd have to be on their bridge to tap into their systems.
And that's what we'll do.
We have no idea what happened to this ship. We could be putting ourselves at risk for the sake of curiosity. I recommend we leave and continue our search elsewhere.
Republic ships may have suffered the same fate. We need to investigate.
It's your call, but if you're going over to that ship, then I'm coming with you.
Of course you are. You're on my way, Tim. So, understood. Transport us to their bridge.
Interesting. No visible damage. Why would they abandon the ship? The bridge appears operational, but where's the crew?
We need to know what happened here. Scan for life signs and check the security logs.
No other life signs detected. We're alone.
Check the recent log activity. They didn't vanish without a trace.
Here's something odd. There are no corpses on this ship.
According to the logs, they were attacked.
The ship description fits what we've seen of the Alachi. Several security logs were accessed recently. The think you're going to want to see this.
What do you have?
The security recording is from 3 days ago.
Well, that's not... That looked like a subspace
Whatever
rip.
it is, it explains why there aren't any corpses.
Are there any more recordings?
One more. Pulling it up now.
Well, that's creepy. Were they able to identify their attackers?
Wait. That noise. Several ships are on approach and requesting status. Sir, they're Cardassian.
RW Harax, transport us back to the bridge immediately. The Cardassians scanned a derelict ship. They want to talk to you, sir. Put them on the view screen.
The only true way for Cardassians is the way of conquest.
RW Harax, lower your shields and surrender immediately. We carry an order of reprisal, signed by Empress Sela, authorizing us to seize and detain Republic vessels. Considering your situation, I suggest you view this offer as a generous opportunity to save your crew. I will not surrender.
That is unfortunate. Your ship would be worth far more undamaged. This is your last chance. Feel free to use the escape pods if necessary.
Cardassian fool. No wonder the Dominion abandoned you. Well, that was a bit harsh. I mean, the Dominion did... Oh, I can't even go to full impulse in this place. The Dominion did just fire on their home world. No, this is not my first STO tune. I have, like, way too many. This is just the first time I'm streaming them. It's actually been quite a while since I played Romulan character. Oh, they destroyed my torpedo! Yeah, no, they haven't really done anything with it at all. I would love it if they did some more tweaks to it, considering they've been doing a whole bunch of changes with the new cargo series and all that. Yeah, I know they're targetable. I just wasn't expecting to shoot it immediately after I fired it. More of them, seriously? I'm okay with them. I haven't really had any problems with it. Sir, I was monitoring messages during the battle, and was able to isolate a long-range transmission. The Cardassian battleship sent a message to a location in the Eta Iridani sector block. I've been unable to pinpoint the exact destination, but I'll continue to monitor the frequency and listen for further transmissions. Excellent thinking. Let me know if you hear anything.
The Cardassians were unaware of what had happened to their missing vessel. It appears the Alachi attacked them while they were hunting for our ships. Bad luck. We should destroy the derelict. Let the True Way think that the Republic defeated all of their patrols.
Agreed. Scuttle the ship.
Based on what you wrote, it seems that your next lead is in the Beta Quadrant. Head to the Donatu system and see if you can learn more about where our ships are going and who's taking them.
According to new intel...
Hang on. I forgot they won't let me lose.
According to new intel, Sela has started paying privateers to capture or destroy Romulan Republic ships. That would explain why these Cardassians are operating outside their normal territory. I suggest we track these True Way ships back to their base. If we're lucky, they'll lead us right to the missing Republic ships.
Alright, follow the True Way out of the system. Oh, does it? Alright. Okay, thank you. I didn't actually know that. Coruscant. Sir, a magnetic field is surrounding a large concentration of asteroids dead ahead. I've run a sweep for Republic transponders, but either the Cardassians removed it or there's too much interference for sensors to get a lock. There's also a Cardassian satellite dead ahead that may be impeding our scans. Satra, what do we know of this system? Donatu 2 is a Class J planetoid locked in orbit, along with several hundred large asteroids. Because the planetoid has an iron core and is relatively close to the star, there's a significant magnetosphere trapping stellar wind plasma. The resulting magnetic flux and numerous asteroids will prevent us from safely using full impulse once we enter the field. Oh, lovely. I love going slow. Devon Kev, give me a tactical analysis. The Cardassians are most likely using the magnetic fluctuations in this area to hide their privateer operations. Our sensors were able to pick out a nearby satellite and a station located in the asteroid belt. I've marked the location of them both on your tactical map. Approach the satellite. I can't even see the satellite. Oh, there it is. I think that's it. Blending in with the asteroid. There we go. In addition to the magnetic interference, the Cardassians have mined the asteroid field ahead with defensive turrets. The satellite appears to be a targeting array and fire controller for those turrets. We may be able to access the satellite's programming, but there's a chance that if we do, we'll alert the Cardassians. Well, access the satellite. I've successfully accessed the control layer within the satellite's operational routines. The satellite is sending commands to several nearby defensive turrets. We may be able to insert a malicious command that might disable or neutralize many of the turrets. What is your command? Overload turret functions. Oh, good. I'm an engineer too. Perfect. The new programming routine has been successfully uploaded, sir. Not all of the turrets in the area were susceptible, but we've softened the defenses between our ship and the Cardassian station. Begin the assault. Engage the cloak. And there goes the polar pulse. Can you hit the evasive maneuvers without looking? Oh, good. Give me a little bit of a speed boost. This is the some I cannot pronounce the Alol Warbird battlecruiser. That's what I'm using. I was also lucky enough to get the Zotvosh Vanity Shield from one of the packs I was opening up. Let's take care of that first. No, it is not intel. Question, by the way. How is the audio for the game as well as my mic? Should I adjust any of the volume settings? crippled the station defenses, but it is only a matter of time before they summon reinforcements. The Republic warbird is being held in the station's dock, and scans indicate that at least some of the crew are being held in the station's brig. The station's command center is hailing us.
Your brazen attack on this station is further proof that the Romulan Republic is nothing more than a terrorist cabal. We've contacted the legitimate Romulan government and alerted them to your presence. Any further acts of terror against this station or any Cardassian citizen will be met with deadly force.
Release the Republic ship and her crew.
Your ignorance of Cardassian history is insulting. We do not listen to demands. We give them.
Close the channel. Get me a location for the Romulan crew. The crew is being held in a detention area on the station's outer ring. The area is shielded to prevent transport. We need to get the crew to their ship. The station operates on several fusion reactors located at the base of the central core. If we configure our deflector to emit high-amplitude electromagnetic waves, it will disrupt the inertial lasers in their reactors. Safety protocols will cause a temporary power shutdown. If we time it properly, there'll be a window of opportunity. As the Cardassians switch to backup power, we'll be able to transport the crew to their ship. Make the deflector modifications, Varel. Try that out.
I assume we can thank you for our escape. Before you transported us, I overheard a guard saying that more True-Way ships were approaching. We need time to restore emergency power. Please provide cover until we are able to go to warp.
Warp to the flotilla as soon as you can. We'll cover you.
Warning.
Oh, it does have an... okay. I thought you were talking about like an intelligence step, where it has like the little traits you can use, or you can turn the shuttle down to an enemy ship and all that. I thought that's what you were talking about. I didn't realize you meant for the bridge officer slot. There's supposed to be more enemies? Where are they? The Republic Warbird has warped to safety, sir. We will need to report to Sub-Commander Nadell and inform her of the Cardassian privateering operations in this sector. Recommend we leave the system before any additional Cardassian reinforcements arrive. Ah, okay.
Excellent. I hope that your new starship has performed to your satisfaction. Now that we know about Sila's attempts to capture our ships, we'll order our commanders to exercise additional caution in territory near True-Way space, or with other groups that might try their hand at privateering. I have received some new intelligence from our allies that may be of use to us. Expect to hear from me shortly. Time is short.
Congratulations, Centurion.
I know you've been looking for Tovan's sister, Rena. I've managed to find out some more information about her. She was captured in the Viven system. She's been questioned by the Tal Shiar, and now they're moving her and other prisoners to a penal colony deep in Romulan space. They'll be using civilian transports, lightly guarded by a few Romulan Star Empire ships. She'll be on a transport passing through the Kinkuthanza system. That's a word. If you don't go now, you'll never see her again. I'm risking my position to tell you this, Centurion. Don't make me regret my decision. I still haven't gotten a singularity core yet.
We've located the transports that are carrying the prisoners. And Charva's intel isn't exactly accurate. She told us they were going to be Tal Shiar ships, but they're Cardassian. Do you think they could be disguised? And lightly guarded? They have combat-ready escorts. We'll need to defeat the escorts and disable the transport vessels. Then we can board and start looking for my sister. I still think she could be on board, even though the escorts are Cardassian ships instead of Tal Shiar.
Yeah, a little too close to you guys.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Yeah, I'm stuck on them. I accidentally hit myself with that torpedo. I feel like I'm just committing acts of piracy right now.
That's the last of them. An away team is waiting in the transporter room. We can board the first transport as soon as you're ready.
Something blocking our scanners, which would be standard operating procedure for a vessel carrying prisoners. We'll need to search the ship and then head to the bridge. Loot around here? Yep. This is the way out. Hello there. Document appears to be stolen. It describes Tal Shiar troop movements in the sector.
Perhaps the Tal Shiar knew the Cardassians took this convoy and sent us here to fight them. No matter who survived, us or the True Way, either way the Tal Shiar wins.
Makes sense. That's how the Tal Shiar operate.
The Tal Shiar led us into a trap. Again. I'm tired of being lied to. Being tricked. The self-destruct on this ship is still active. Let's set it before we beam over to the next one and look for Rena there. All we should leave behind is a cloud of debris, and then the Tal Shiar and the True Way will know the cost of crossing the Romulan Republic.
Sir, you're ready to transport to the next vessel, we can move the away team directly to the ship's bridge. That might save you some time. Nah, I'll just stay here and with the self-destructing ship. Hello there. Your ship is to be part of the convoy being sent to High Canis Sector Block. Your orders are to ambush any Romulan ships that you can overwhelm easily and acquire their cloaking technology.
There isn't any data on prisoners here. It's just cargo and soldiers. I don't understand why Charver would send us here. Was she trying to get us killed?
Don't worry, we'll find Rinna. We just need to figure out all this out. Wait, didn't I just activate the self-destruct right there? Oh, maybe I need to go to warp core. Oh, yeah, okay. Overload warp core. That way. What was over here? Oh, just another way to go. Over here. Nope. There's a doorway to nothing. Rapidly overload one core, huh? Let's do that. Get me out of here! Whoa, that's a lot of torpedoes. Sir, I'm detecting an energy build-up ahead of us in what appears to be another cargo hold. Recommend we investigate before we head to the bridge. Oh, I thought there was an anomaly over there. It was nothing. don't think I want to go out there. Disruptor sniper rifle. No, thank you. It's a trap! That ship is rigged to self-destruct, initiating emergency transport.
More escort ships inbound on an attack vector.
I provided the convoy's coordinates as a gesture of good faith. I remember how close Tovan was to his sister. Rinna was my friend too. Although she's committed crimes against the Romulan Star Empire, I'm willing to give her and you another chance.
You know, can I question why just destroyed the entire convoy?
How could you lie to us again? Lead us into another trap. And you use Rinna to do it. That's low. Even for the Tal Shiar. She wasn't on those transports. It was all a setup, a deception intended to get us killed, and I'm not falling for it again. Give me a reason, any reason to believe the woman I cared about is still in you, that you can still be saved.
The Tal Shiar moves prisoners all the time. Sometimes it's for security reasons, or because Colonel Hakib wants to handle an interrogation personally. Maybe Rinna has already been sent someplace else. I'll check my contacts and see what I can find. I'm trying to help. You can't deny that. Maybe now you'll see that all Tal Shiar aren't the monsters that Datan and his group make us out to be.
We should report back to Sub-Commander Nadell. We need to put the word out that the convoy was successfully destroyed, but that Rinna is still missing. As to what game Shava is playing, that will take more time to understand. I'm ready to get out of here. We can leave the system whenever you're ready. I'm not stuck
We
in the
put
star,
word
am I?
out that Tovan's sister is still missing. I'll let you know if we hear anything. Keep talking to Charva. It's clear now she's playing some sort of game, but we can get ahead of this if you and Tobin keep her distracted. Anything that will give us an upper hand with the Tal Shar will help our cause.
Yeah, I can use that.
Time machine. Congratulations, Centurion.
If you want proof, then I'll provide it. I'm transmitting several classified Tal Shiar files to your ship now. Read through them, analyze them yourself, and then you'll see the truth. Datan and his kind are terrorists and a threat to the survival of the Romulan people. After that, I hope you'll reconsider your options. The Tal Shiar are trying to help the Romulan people, and you should be fighting for us. We've been fighting for you all this time.
No, you haven't. Ah, there we go. I can get a singularity core now. Oh, good. I don't have to choose one. Okay, that's good to know. Let's put that into shields. I really like this desk, how everything just pops up. It's really cool. The Chaltalk intelligence file. Datan has a personal relationship with Lortrix, the leader of a colony in the Chaltalk system. They worked together on a ribbon mining colony. The weapons present at the colony were the property of the terrorist militia helping Datan and his followers break away from the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire. These weapons were being stored by Lortrix at Datan's personal request. On Stardate 86105.6 and 86118.5, Datan contacted Klingon intelligence. These communications dealt with targeting Romulan Star Empire and Federation colonies for terrorist attacks. There is no record of Datan and Lortrix having worked together at a Riemann mining colony. Let's check the Riemann Mining Cooperative roster of workers. Name Lortrix, dates present, 7. Recorded offenses: 3 counts possessing contraband with intent to distribute, 5 incidents of violence against other workers, disciplinary measures taken 24 times, isolation from rest of worker population for durations of more than 24 hours. Leader of 2 worker uprisings, including one that resulted in 3 deaths and 24 injuries. Datan, no record exists. Roster of management. No records exist. No records exist. Visitor's log. No record exists of a visitor of this name. Datan. Dates present 73511.6 to 73517.6. Status temporary visitor. Record visitation visa issued by Riemann Mining Cooperative. Titan is listed as a member of a group of mediators brought to the mining facility by the warden to assist with negotiations during a violent worker uprising. Titan and the other mediators were successful in ending the revolt after negotiating a new agreement between workers and management. Oh wait, they're not on night. What? Oh. Negotiated a settlement, that's what it was. There's no evidence showing that the weapons found on Shaltok were being held for Titan by Lortrix. Well, I should know that. I was there. Start date. Ferengi Freighter Latinum Lady. Oh, fire protocol, long-range torpedo launch, Romulan flotilla. Suliban Helix, oh dear. Oh! Well, at least I'm part of the targets, apparently. I feel so loved. Communications traffic with keyword stolen. Stardate 86036.4. Commander Tamer to Subcommander Nadell. Key phrase. Noticed that some grain was stolen. Stardate 86045.2. Renak to Obasek. Key phrases. I found some stolen medical supplies on the black market. Stardate 86056.5. Franklin Drake to Admiral Tenay. Starbase 39 Sierra. Oh. Not sure we're supposed to know about that. Key phrase. List the ship as stolen in the official record. Stardate 86064.9. Commend to Stas. Key phrase. You have stolen an honor that was due to me. There we go. Titan has a personal relationship with Lortrix, the leader of a colony in the Chaltok system. They negotiated a settlement on a mining colony. The weapons present at the colony were the property of the terrorist militia, helping the Titan and his followers break away from the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire. These weapons were being aimed at Romulan militia targets by Lortrix at... Oh, that's a bit strange reading that. It doesn't really change everything, it just changed a few words around and... oh well. Virenat. Titan smuggled a large number of crates into Virenat by routing them through unmonitored systems. The crates were determined to be carrying weapons meant to be used by the inhabitants of Virenat. Titan's terrorist organization, the Romulan Republic, assisted with the construction of Virenat colony. During construction, this organization concealed hidden compartments and rooms into many of the colony structures to facilitate smuggling and illegal weapon sales. Inside the repair facility, there was machinery linked to biological weapons manufacturing. Titan and the Romulan Republic have also allocated significant resources to accumulate intelligence on the Klingon Empire. Most of the information is related to Klingon Empire colony locations and defenses. There is no record of Titan smuggling weapons to Virenat. Medical supply shipments, 2 cases of Anesthetizing? Ugh. Shipped from First City Kronos to the station. K7 to the Donato system. 1 case of Melanex and 1 case of Dermelin shipped from Vernet to Rashana. Agricultural exports. 250 pounds of raw honey purchased by Rashana Colony. 2 tons of Osol purchased by Quark Enterprises. Vought of Laga? Iaga? Nectar? Purchased by Poltron Alliance. Poltron Alliance, I wonder what that is. 1 ton of Venerian requisitioned by Romulan military. The SS Natima. Delivery of goods purchased from Quark Enterprises. Fortuna's Fool. Delivery of medical supplies and building supplies. The Aryan. Pickup of supplies for Rashana Colony. Note sensors detected increase in warp drive efficiency when vessel left Vernet system. Purpose and system undetermined. RW Chicana. Shipmarks. Vernet waste processing information. Only known waste processing unit on Vernet is a Kruki type Mark II waste processing unit. This unit, developed in the late 2370s, is recommended for converting up to 1.5 metric tons of biological waste material into usable byproducts such as fertilizer, drinkable water, drinking water. What? Waste turned into drinking water? Okay. Fuel and replicator biomatter. That's a lot of stuff converted. Water supply information. Only known water reclamation unit on Vernet is 1 Mark 8 water filtration unit. This unit is recommended for cleaning up to 7,500 liters of natural water sources for humanoid consumption, including local bodies of water and groundwater, gray water, and limited amounts of black water. The output of a single Mark 8 water filtration unit would be insufficient for a colony the size of Vernet. Communication logs to Commander Tamer. The new water filtration unit is working perfectly. The shipment of Osol is ready for you. Appreciate the assistance, but still have reservations. Bolshiar ship was sighted in the system. Water reclamation. The Talshiar has stopped a raid against one of its facilities in the Theban system. Prisoners captured will be transferred to the Kinkuthanza system, penal colony. Well, that's a word I'm going to start hating. Several members of the raiding party remained unidentified or dead, and in a state when identification is impossible. However, one of the prisoners captured in the raid has been identified as Rina Kev, a known member of Datan's terrorist organization. The prisoners captured during the raid against the Talshiar facility in the Theban system have been interrogated. Preliminary results of the questioning have yielded credible information connecting them with a plot to assassinate the Empress. Flight logs for the radar system. The IRW Gladius. Arrived from Longcoast, departed to Torod sector. Purpose of travel repairs. Arrived from Starbase 39 Sierra, departed to Starbase 39 Sierra. Purpose of travel diplomatic. Profiteer arrived from Trezana Station, departed to Eridan Belt. Purpose of travel trade. IRW Laval arrived from Kittimer, remains in the Rator system. Purpose of travel royal transport. The IRW Imperial arrived from Great Bloom, departed to Herod sector. Purpose of travel unknown. Arrived from Eridan Belt, departed to Eridan Belt. Purpose of travel delivery. Arrived from sensor repairs, huh? Imperial, Pada system, Torod sector, cargo medical supplies, weapons. Installation 18. Check anti-Tolshiar propaganda. Freedom from tyranny. Summary calls for free elections and removal of the Empress. Killers among us. Summary demands war crime trials for Tolshiar leadership. Romulan Star Empire no more. Summary suggests Romulan colony worlds should join Federation as independent states. Abductions. Summary reports of alien abductions from Romulan planets. The Communist Manifesto. Ancient Earth works suggesting adoption of a social order based on common ownership that is classless and stateless. Black market job listings. People with military experience needed for a team job. Cold weather tolerance is must. Agent willing to pay well for information on a Federation quarantined world known as Gateway. Ah. Sorry, but you cannot have that information. Operative with infiltration and piloting skills needed for long-term assignment in Cardassian space. Must be willing to undergo cosmetic and DNA alteration. Looking for crew with skills in counter-surveillance, cargo transport, and heavy lifting. Pay is equal share of all loot acquired. Reports of military activities, Troll Talk, sold weapons. Datka 5, disbanded police force for brutality. Bringloid, instituted anti-weapon laws. Amleth Prime, contracted third party for protection. Agent militia? No, that's not it. I want to say either infiltrate to Toshiar or steal supplies. Okay, it's just steal supplies.
Captain, we're getting two different stories here. One from Charva, and one from these documents. Analysis of the files shows that either Charva is trying deliberately to mislead us, or that she's being misled herself. Since she seems to firmly believe what she's telling us, I'm not completely comfortable disregarding her information out of hand. I recommend that we speak to Commander Tal Mera on Drozana Station. She has contacts in the intelligence community that we don't. She should be able to either confirm or deny our findings.
Let's go. Hopefully I'm not stuck in the star here. Okay, good.
Welcome to Josana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Looking at the station, looks like anything will be broken, so they're not charging me for any damage that's already done. I don't know why I went this way. The other way would have been a lot faster.
Round and round it goes.
Was there something you needed?
Can I get your opinion on some Tal Shiar files?
Tal Shiar files? I'm sure there's a good story behind how you came into possession of these. Let's see what you have.
Here are the files. What do you think?
What sort of information do you need? Personally, I'd regard anything given to you by a Tal Shiar operative with suspicion. They are masters of misinformation and misdirection.
I need to fact-check these documents. Some of the information in them doesn't seem to line up.
We can do that. Show me what you have and what parts of them are troubling you. I've seen some interesting works of fiction, but nothing that compares to this. Deton and Lortrix working together? On a Riemann mining colony? I don't think so. Can you see Deton in a dilithium mine? And Lortrix was storing weapons for Deton? Why? There have to be better places we can stash supplies than in an enemy colony. And this section about Deton working with Klingons to target colonies for terrorist attacks is ridiculous. Neither Deton or the Empire would do such a thing. The Klingons may be warlike, but they won't engage a civilian target without a reason. I'm detecting that sections of the file have been altered. That's probably why it reads like a bad spy story.
It didn't make sense to me either.
According to my records, Deton was in contact with the Klingon Empire, but he was talking to them about which colonies needed agricultural aid. And there were weapons on Chaltok, as you well know. But not only were they making weapons for the Hirogen, they were targeting Romulan militia targets, including the flotilla. Now, I didn't realize that Lortrix and Deton knew each other, but apparently they do. They interacted once during negotiations during a workers' strike at a Riemann mining facility. It's funny how people from such different worlds and outlooks can interact.
Yeah, Klingons really hate tribbles. Man, I missed that episode. Used to go to a planet where it was completely populated by tribbles, and Klingons just showed up and just started shooting at everything. Like, just kill everything! Just kill it all!
Watch the wheel, not the girl.
Can you cross-reference this file with our intelligence data to gain some context?
Deton was talking to the Klingon Empire about colonies near our borders, but it wasn't to target them for attack. It was to discern which ones had the greatest need for agricultural assistance. A lot of the newer colonies are having a rough time trying to establish themselves. Deton believes that the more prosperous colonies have a responsibility to help support others. That's why he was talking to the Empire. He was asking if they would be willing to assist as well. Unfortunately, once the rumor of terrorist attacks entered the mix, the High Council broke off aid talks. And I'm not surprised that Lortrix was aiming weapons at our targets, although I don't think he was doing so at the request of the Hirogen. The Tal Shiar has a way of getting into everything, and we know that they were monitoring that colony. A Tal Shiar operative could have manipulated Lortrix into aiming some of the weapons at Romulan Republic targets. If they were fired, then we'd lose big, and a neutral colony would be blamed for the attack. Also, I think it was a coincidence that Deton and Lortrix were acquainted. Lortrix once worked for the Riemann Mining Cooperative, but he wasn't exactly a model employee. In fact, he was one of the leaders of a strike that turned violent. The Riemanns brought in a group of negotiators to help end the crisis. Deton was one of the people they invited. He helped negotiate a settlement, and Lortrix was one of the representatives of the workers during those negotiations. I doubt they've ever spoken to one another again once the strike ended.
What do you make of all these changes?
I think the Tal Shiar are conducting quite an effective smear campaign against Deton and our movement. It's our responsibility to see through their deceptions.
Can I show you another file?
We can do that. Show me what you have and what parts of them are troubling you. I'm detecting several abnormalities in this file. It looks like portions of it have been altered. We should corroborate these reports in order to determine which facts are actually true and which are Tal Shiar fabrications.
I don't know what to believe either.
Here's what we know and can confirm from our files. Deton did smuggle crates to Byrnjolf before the attack on your colony, but they were carrying ship parts, not weapons. And he did more to help the colony without drawing excess attention. It was our group that helped your people get the water reclamation equipment they needed to support a healthy population. And yes, we spent a great deal of time and money gathering information about both the Federation and the Klingon Empire. But we're not planning an attack. Why would we? Instead, we're gathering all the intel we can about the political climates of both factions.
Can you cross-reference this file with our intel to provide context?
Deton has been working with colony leaders for years, including the Maori and others at Byrnjolf. However, Since the Empress and the Tal Shiar often retaliate against people who are friendly to our movement, in the past, we've tried to keep those contacts as quiet as possible. Your colony had some talented engineers who were willing to help flotilla ships. Deton provided crates full of ship parts, smuggled from other friendly settlements. Your engineers repaired Allied ships who needed help. But Deton is a man of peace. I can't ever see him wanting to smuggle weapons, especially not to a civilian site. Of course, because the people at Byrnjolf risked their safety to help our ships, Deton helped them in return. One of the ways the Tal Shiar keeps control over colony worlds is by denying or diverting needed supplies. Before the attack, Byrnjolf's population had outgrown its water treatment capabilities. They tried to acquire another water filtration unit, but were blocked by lost shipments, denied paperwork, and other bureaucratic hassles. It could have meant disease and deprivation for your people. So the Maori reached out to Deton. He provided the water reclamation equipment Byrnjolf needed, and even helped the colonists conceal it so it couldn't be damaged in a convenient accident. And yes, we do spend a great deal of time and effort gathering intel on both Starfleet and Klingon Empire, but we're not studying their defenses. We're learning about their political climates. Our relationships with the Klingons and Starfleet are still very fragile. They're being strengthened by people like you. But a shift in attitudes on the High Council or the Federation Council could mean disaster for us. The more we know about what's happening, the better we can react to it.
What do you make of all these changes?
I'm not saying that Deton is a complete innocent. None of us are. The political information could be used to sway decisions in our favor. The ship part and water reclamation equipment were smuggled illegally. But you have to look at the intent behind Deton's actions. He's trying to help people, not tear them down.
Can I show you another file?
We can do that. Show me what you have and what parts of them are troubling you. Huh. I didn't realize that the Tal Shiar had transferred prisoners to the Kinkuthanza System penal colony. Probably because there isn't a penal colony in the Kinkuthanza System. That's not the only discrepancy I'm detecting in this file. There's distinct signs of tampering. We need to figure out what they altered, and why.
I saw discrepancies as well.
Here's what I know. Most Tal Shiar prisoners fall off the grid completely. We don't know where they're taken, or what's being done to them, and that troubles Deton a great deal. We have, however, heard of a Tal Shiar facility called Installation 18 that appears to be a holding facility. Some prisoners would likely be taken there. As far as I know, your friend's sister has never been in the Theban system, much less been captured there. We did lose a militia ship there a few weeks ago, and one of my agents, Sub-Commander Avron, is still in Tal Shiar custody. Avron was trying to steal supplies from a Tal Shiar convoy when he was captured. It was risky, but they had critical supplies we couldn't get any other way.
Can you cross-reference this file with our intelligence to gain some context?
We don't know what the Tal Shiar is doing with their prisoners, but a lot more people are missing than we can account for. We have, however, found several references to a place called Installation 18. We're still tracking down where this facility is and what they're doing there, but we know that prisoners are taken there for an unknown purpose. Rina Kev hasn't shown up on any of our lists of the missing, but I have found references to someone with that name being a crew member on a cargo transport. As far as I know, the ship she was working on has never been to the Theban system. But if your friend can't find her, I'd be concerned. The Tal Shiar has a nasty habit of making people disappear. We did lose a ship in the Theban system recently, a small scout vessel. Its commander was one of my agents, and we have confirmed that Sub-Commander Avron is being held in Tal Shiar custody. Sub-Commander Avron was there doing reconnaissance for me. Tal Shiar convoys pass through that region of space, and there was one convoy that had vital supplies we need. The plan was a long shot at best. But Avron knew the risks when he took the assignment. Now that Avron is in custody and the convoy has made it safely to its destination, all we can do is try to figure out how to soldier on without the components that were in those ships.
What do you make of all these changes?
Did Datan know about the plan to attack a Tal Shiar convoy? Yes. Does that make us criminals and terrorists? That's something you're going to have to decide for yourself.
Let me show you another file. I don't know if I have any more, but sure.
We can do that. Show me what you have and what parts of them are troubling you.
What do you make of all this?
We're fighting for our independence and the future of the Romulan race. We're short on supplies and allies and beset by enemies that see nothing wrong with murder, torture, and kidnapping. And they call us the terrorists. We've had to make some difficult decisions. Some of them have led us down roads that none of us wanted to take. But nothing we've done is anything as terrible as what the Tal Shiar is accusing Datan of doing. There are no innocents in a war, and that includes Datan. At least his motivations are clear. And I can't see what the Tal Shiar has to gain by framing him for these crimes.
Thank you for your help.
Captain, Jarva's convinced that these files are genuine. She wouldn't be pushing us this hard otherwise. We need to sit down and show her the discrepancies we've discovered, preferably in front of a Tal Shiar computer, so we can open her eyes to the truth. If we contact her and say we're ready to join the Tal Shiar, but we need to discuss these files first, maybe she'll take us somewhere where we can prove to her that she's been lied to. There's a subspace communications hub in the lounge on Drozana Station's observation level that we can use to contact Jarva.
Excuse me?
I wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon. Are you ready to join the Tal Shiar?
I am ready to join you and the Tal Shiar.
I take it that everything I provided checked out to your satisfaction?
Mostly, but I want to go over the data you sent. I need assurances that it is genuine.
That's a fair request. The Tal Shiar maintains a clandestine network of satellites throughout the quadrant. There's a listening post that's part of this network in the Aja system. It's near your current position and off the trade routes, so we should be able to meet privately. It's also connected to the rest of the Tal Shiar network, so we can go over the data in detail. I'm glad you've seen the light. You're joining the right side.
Hey, hands off the hologram.
I'll see you there. Captain, before we leave Drozana Station, we should consult Commander Tamara. She might have more information about the Aza system.
Was there something you needed?
Do you know anything about the Aza system?
It's remote and has little strategic value. If you're planning some shore leave after this is over, I'd suggest you go to Ryza instead.
So, the Aza system?
I can tell you, you're probably flying into a trap. The Tal Shiar invests a great deal of time and effort to spin a web of lies. They don't look favorably on people who try to expose them for what they are. If you're going to go, at least take some backup.
Can you contact Starfleet and organize that for me?
That won't be too difficult. You've made a lot of friends. Send out a subspace burst if you need some assistance in the Aza system. They'll be waiting for your signal.
If you run into any roadblocks, talk to Captain Harfson. He's proven himself to be a worthwhile ally. RSVP.
Captain, we're detecting another ship in the system. It's Charva's ship, the IRW Aethra. They're signaling to us that Charva has already beamed over to the listening post, and that you and I should join her. But they say only us. We can't take a full away team.
It's like 3 anomalies that I can see. You can see it right over there.
I hope we're able to make Charva see reason. She doesn't seem willing to accept that Tal Shiar is at the root of many of the problems of the Romulan people. It's not going to be easy to convince her.
I am so glad to hear that you are considering my offer of joining the Tal Shiar. They offer safety and stability to all Romulans. You will not regret your decision.
Tovin and I would like to work more closely with you, but first, I need to go over some of this data with you.
I cannot blame you for wanting to do your due diligence. Seeing as you are about to join our ranks, I do not think the Tal Shiar would mind if we took a look at some of the intelligence files used to generate the reports I gave you. Just do not tell any of my superiors that we did this. You do not have clearance yet.
Of course not.
This cannot be right.
What can't be right?
It appears as if some of the information that was included in the report I gave you does not line up with what is here. Several of the facts have been changed either here or in the report, and the results skew any conclusions that could be drawn.
You should check another file. It doesn't really look like Byrnjolf.
But I thought...
What's wrong?
These recordings don't line up with the report either. What's going on here? Who could have tampered with this evidence?
We still have one more file to check. When you do that, I'm going to go over here because I saw something really interesting. Ah, some gas.
Has this file been tampered with?
What do you mean?
This is the same story as the others. This evidence doesn't match the report I shared with you. You knew about this, didn't you? That's why you had me look at these files. Did you alter this data to make me look bad? Are you trying to sabotage my career with the Tal Shiar?
I promise you, I didn't change anything. What's this about, Centurion?
We were sent here by Commander Morris to take you into custody. You are accused of undermining the Romulan Empire and crimes unbefitting of a Romulan. Tovan Kev, you are accused of aiding a known fugitive and conspiring against the Tal Shiar. Charva, you are relieved of command of your ship, pending the outcome of a court-martial. If you're lucky. That's all that will happen to you for betraying the Tal Shiar.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Oh god, they're behind us?
We need to get out of here and return.
Hang on a second. Saw some uranium. Alright. What was it you wanted, Tobin?
We need to get out of here and return to our ship before the Tal Shiar send any more troops down here. Charva, you should come with us. You won't be safe with the Tal Shiar.
Ready to beam up.
I've been informed by my Tal Shiar superiors that you and Charva are now to be considered enemies of the state. My orders are to apprehend you, alive if possible, but dead will work almost as well. Surrender, and I will be merciful to your crew. Resist, and let their deaths be on your head.
You'll need more than just that one ship to take me down. Ah, crap.
If you insist, how about a fleet of Tal Shiar warships? Will that convince you to surrender? Think of your crew. Spare them the pain and suffering this meaningless gesture will cause.
You didn't think I'd show up here alone, did you? Captain, our friends from Starfleet have checked in. They'll decloak at your signal. Send the subspace burst.
Welcome aboard. Is this the Tal Shiar prisoner?
Yes, this is Charva. I assume you'll want
This
her
way,
to fight to the
please.
brig.
I'll leave you to it.
I'm sorry it's come to this, Charva. I hope you can see now that the Tal Shiar is...
No. They're doing what they can for our people. I was the one who failed to live up to their expectations. And you were the one who steered me wrong. Just like Datan has done to you.
I'm sorry you feel that way. It's time to go, Tovin.
Captain, Charva was a close friend, and we couldn't even convince her of our cause. We need to find something substantial to expose the Tal Shiar.
I'm afraid you might be right.
Charva's alive, but I expect she's going to face a lot of questions from intelligence. But if we couldn't change her mind, what'll it take to convince the Romulan people? How do we gather the proof we need? For now, we've done all we can. I recommend we leave the system before any Tal Shiar reinforcements arrive.
You've done commendable work exposing the duplicitous nature of the Tal Shiar, but there is still more work to be done in order to actually discover what they've been up to. It's a shame that Charva is resisting our efforts to turn her to our cause. Perhaps with enough time, she'll see the Tal Shiar for the traitors to the Romulan people that they really are. In any event, you are proving to be a formidable addition to this fleet. Time is short.
Congratulations.
It looks like you're about to be moving up in the...
Not now. Oh, whoops. But, Sure, I'll put the arcane torpedo. Oh, whoops, I forgot to equip the impulse engines. Alright, that's gonna have to be it for me for now, because I need to eat something and I would like to take a short break as well. But I will be, I should be back later, actually. But thank you for watching, and see you among the stars.